teams have met in Super Bowl 35 in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play. First down.
Nice nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be corralled
across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now Jones. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's bring it.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. Able to push his way through.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson is going to find his tight end Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Ingram. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
second down. Here's Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Jones on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
come on, fat boy.
There goes Mark Ingram.
Come on, fat boy.
10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Very nice.
Football, and it's intercepted.
Very nice.
Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, Week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 31 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about a 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 30 yards as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jackson now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good job.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
No. Check 3.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Jackson. And the throw going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for here on 4th down. Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good. They come up 1st and 10. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And despite the lead, Jackson to throw. That's going to be to the tight end goal. And they'll have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Tell you, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That from no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it the gutsy type of route. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ingram again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. Despite the blitzers, will pick up a nice gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit and leaves creases like they were get split right there. Play number 7 now coming out on the drive. 3rd and 5. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that's sure dealer.